The faction warfare system in Albion Online is a fantastic way to experience large-scale, objective-based player versus player combat. Anyone can participate, from new players just getting their feet wet, up to battle-hardened veterans. There's something for everyone. All you need is a will to fight and a hunger for great rewards. Ever since the royal cities were first founded on the continent of Albion, they have always competed for the wealth of natural resources and treasure found throughout the land. This once friendly competition has evolved into open warfare between the cities, with each city's faction master commanding legions of volunteer warriors and smugglers in a bid to control territory. The original 5 factions are Bridgewatch, Fort Sterling, Limhurst, Martlock, and Thetford. Only recently has the Council of Caerleon organized a 6th faction, the Bandit faction. The Caerleon bandits are all about profits and power. Joining a faction in Albion Online is easy. All you have to do is pick a side and go speak to the city's faction master. It costs you nothing to enlist in a faction. Just click the enlist button. As long as you remain enlisted, your standing and rank with the faction can grow. If you join another faction, you may lose some or all of your rank, so it pays to be loyal. When you first enlist, your faction flag will be disabled by default. This means you can't earn faction points or standing, but you also can't be attacked by enemy factions in blue zones. Whenever you're ready to earn faction points and faction standing, simply return to the faction master and click the flag button. A literal flag appears next to your avatar to show your current status, and your faction-specific rank insignia appears next to your name. Having the faction flag active lets you gain faction points and faction standing by working together with other members of your faction to capture and defend outposts throughout the Royal Continent. For more information, please watch the Capturing Faction Outposts and Regions video. When your flag is active, you can also gain some faction points and faction standing by gathering resources, killing monsters and NPCs, and, of course, defeating members of enemy factions. But the main source of faction points and standing comes from capturing outposts and controlling territories. An active faction flag also opens you to attack by members of other factions, so it pays to stay alert and be prepared. But in blue and yellow regions, faction combat is not lethal. If you are knocked down, you will not lose your items. Instead, you'll automatically respawn at a nearby outpost. Having your faction flag enabled always pays. You automatically earn increased fame, silver, and loot for having it on. This effect gets stronger the further you venture from your home city. It's also a good idea to group up with other members of your faction. For all factions except the Bandits of Caerleon, you'll earn extra faction points compared to going it alone. All factions except Caerleon can also use the faction-specific faction and faction-local chat channels to look for a group. Only members of your current faction can see and post to these channels. If you need a break from the faction conflict, simply click your faction flag at any time. There's no need to return to the faction master. After a brief delay, your flag will be disabled until the next time you're ready to turn it on. But you will remain enlisted in the faction and keep your hard-earned faction rank. And you never lose faction points unless you spend them. The faction warfare system offers fantastic rewards, including capes that grant you special abilities, powerful faction-specific mounts, and elite battle mounts. For more information on these rewards, take a look at our faction ranks and rewards video. However, in addition to these rank-based rewards, the faction campaign system offers chests full of treasure that anyone can unlock through participation. To view all current faction status information, including the faction campaign details, click the Activities menu and then click Faction Warfare. All of the faction points you earn are credited toward your faction campaign progress. At certain thresholds, you can earn bonus faction standing. Every 50,000 faction points you earn unlocks another campaign chest. A more valuable chest becomes available each week, but you have to unlock the lower level chests before you can unlock the more valuable ones. Spending faction points does not affect your faction campaign progress. When you have unlocked an available reward chest, click Claim to receive the chest. Opening the chest adds all the rewards to your inventory, so make sure you're in a safe place before you open it. The Faction Campaign Overview tab shows you the progress of each faction. Clicking View World Map opens the world map with the Faction Warfare filter selected. Here you can see at a glance which zones are currently controlled by which factions and where the front lines are currently located. Zoom in on the map to see the current campaign value of each zone. For more information, check out the Capturing Faction Outposts and Regions video. The Personal Faction Warfare Overview tab displays the faction warfare statistics of your current character. At the top left corner of the dialog, you can see a summary of your faction warfare accomplishments. The Faction Point Bonuses section at the upper right-hand corner shows the current faction point bonuses applied to your character. You earn a 50% bonus for maintaining premium status. As your rank increases, you gain a bonus to all faction points earned based on your rank, shown here. The enlistment bonus reflects the bonus point percentage granted by your current faction. This can fluctuate based on how well your faction is faring in the war. At the bottom of this dialog, you can see your current faction point total. Clicking the Weekly Report button on any tab lets you view your faction campaign progress for the past week. You can also claim any bonus faction points here. Check out these other videos for more information on the faction warfare system.